Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Demons Souls. In this one, we're going to do a bit of cleaning up and then we're going to be heading back to the Tower of Latria, second area. I can't remember, I want to say something of hope, I can't remember now. But first up, we actually want to head back to the first area in Stonefang Tunnel, where we are going to deliver the Flame Lurker Soul. Now, you can eat the soul for 18,000 souls. But I highly do not recommend it. That's like not even one level once we get towards the back end of the game. Instead, we're going to go ahead and give it to this Blacksmith, who is then going to be able to upgrade our Chris and our Falchion, which is going to increase our spell damage and melee damage simultaneously. Can't begin to explain how important this is for us. And as we get more colourless demon souls, we will be coming back here to continue doing that. Just get in here like this. In fact, no, I was wrong about upgrading the Crescent. We don't have any chunks yet. That's going to be at the end of the next area. So we're going to go ahead and repair everything. We're going to want to talk to him a load of times. Oops, not. Oop. Keep on pressing that wrong. Right, there we go. Let's walk away from him.
Yes, that's with it I can forge new.
Give him the Demon Soul.
Choice.
So now he is able to forge boss weapons for you. I don't have a list with me. Feel free to search up a wiki or something like that if you want to search for something specific. But right now we have 2 colourless demon souls. I probably should have demonstrated the difference in damage, but that is essentially going to make our spells about 6 or 7% more effective. I think the Chris damage increase starts at like 4.8. The first increase takes it up to 10, and then the second one takes it up to 14. But of course, when you mix that with everything else that we've got on, it's not directly that amount. So probably looking at a 10% damage boost, which is kind of nice. Next up, then we're going to go over to the Nexus. We're going to spend the souls that we've got. Obviously, I have a few extra in the break between the actual Flame Lurker and here. I had to do some editing, and so therefore I went and got a bit extra spice just to make sure I could continue going nice and smoothly. We get 2 points. So let's round our magic to 35. It's probably a little bit risky. The area that we're going to is quite deadly. Do we have any soul items? We don't. So I'd recommend anyone else would just go and farm some extra souls and use those up, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to collect the souls, and then head on in to Latria's second world. Note that I think right now you can in fact face the dragon god, and it's not too difficult. Basically, you would just run to the left where the boss fog is, provided you kept it on whitewood, and see there'll be a big massive sword there. Break through a load of barriers and fire the ballista at the dragon, and then hit it with some spells. You'll be fine. But I'd prefer to have more health before we start going into that fight, because it can be quite damaging and it's a bit difficult to avoid some of its attacks. So instead then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dominate some other stuff. One of my viewers actually said you can't get in there until after you defeat an Archdemon, but I think that's only true in World 1, so... But if I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. Anyway, time for Latria. Mark 2, where is it? It's over this way. It's okay to take a little bit of damage, we're going to get healed anyway as we enter in. So we're going to go into Upper Latria. Prison of Hope was the first area, that's why I got mixed up. See? So we should be in fairly good stead for dealing with this area. Let me just pull up my notes. This area is quite complicated, so if I do get lost, I apologise. So yeah, 2-2. I'll take off 5 spells. Nope, that's 2-2. 1-3-2. Let me move down my notes a little bit. Flame Lurker. Big dragon god there. Upper Latria. Here we go. First tower left. Ah, yes. Okay. And we're probably going to lose all of my souls almost straight away. I've just remembered the drop off that we've got to do. So head over this way. Some of these statues do come to life, but none of the ones that are right here. Shortly after you've collected this one, a gargoyle can aggro on you, so I'm just going to disguise myself a little bit, just to avoid that from happening. I mean, for all I know, it might be an auto aggro. I suppose with that sword we could nip back and level up, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time like that. Yeah, he hasn't aggroed. So yeah, that can aggro on you over there. And if you're quick and then come back over this way, it'll come and attack you whilst you're over here, in fact, as well. So just be careful of that. We can target this one straight away, so the one on the left here is going to be alive. Yeah, we're doing fine for damage, I think. So just keep on going ahead. We've got another one that's going to be alive over here, which is up and above. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. This is going to be another dirty edit. Got to get used to these. So as we were passing through this area, I totally forgot to pick up this item here, which is just a bit of spice. It's nothing hugely important, but I know somebody's going to complain at me if I don't put this in. So yeah, as you get to the second, we'll call it a sconce from the first Arkstone, just behind the sconce is some spice for those that need it. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Continue enjoying the video. Now, here you're going to have to learn a bit of free aiming if you don't want it to drop down on you. If you stand between these two, and then kind of point your shoulder up at it, you should, and it tends to be anyway for me, anyway, if you aim behind the shoulder, you should just about hit. No, that went totally off. Just because she's off to the side, there we go. Should just about hit it. It'll drop down, and we can finish it off. They're not technically too bad to take on in close combat. I just think, you know, we're a mage, let's act like it. I think I might put the... Oh, I already have the fragrant ring on. I was just thinking, I might make sure I've got some regen happening here. So here you have a choice. You can go left or right. We're going to go left first because the right is kind of out of bounds for us right now. So we're going to head this way instead. And in fact, if I make the jump, we should, in theory, end up okay. In fact, I think we end up down there anyway. Let's see. Let's see how this jump goes first. This jump was horrific to try and get before. Do I want to deal with you first? I think I will. Yes. So again, it doesn't let you lock onto them. So again, you want to be facing fully front on. I don't know why it's making it so difficult to face front on. There we go. And then shoulder. Ooh. So get ready to watch me fail at this. There is a drop off just there. And what you can see here is, look, there's like a break in the concrete below us, and you kind of have to walk almost in... I'm going to try and get the camera to move in this direction so that you don't actually kind of hit the side of the wall and get pushed out. It is the worst drop off I've ever done. But we managed it first time. Rewatch that over if you need to see it again. But that is my least favourite jump so far in the game. In fact, it's probably the worst one. It got me loads of times. And then down here we'll have the rune shield and rune sword. There's nothing else on this ledge, so now we can go ahead and drop off this way. That went way smoother than it should have done. I'm so happy. Right. We should have get ambushed. I don't think you do get ambushed out here, but whenever I come to a ledge, I always like to make sure nothing's aggroing on me. Moonlight shard. So, Moonlight is just straight up not as good for us as Crescent. Now, if you're doing a, let's call it a hybrid build, so yeah, this is the way that you probably shouldn't go yet, because it's just not open yet. There's no reason for us to go down there. Other than if you want to clear the gargoyle out for later, but then if you die, it's just going to be back there again. Instead, I suppose we could get this item on the right as well. I kind of do things in a bit of a different order just because that went so well. I was going to leave it till later. Bit of a spice. And then we can move over this way. So now we are back at the entrance. So basically, everything's going to change when we activate this thing in the middle. So there's just not too much point in us going downstairs yet. But we've got the jump, so I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. Oh. I shouldn't be so happy, right? It's just a jump. I can't go that way either because there's a bit of sinew stuff kind of in the way blocking us. That's actually the way to the boss of this area. Grab this. No, 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 no. Oh, it can still see me. That's not fair. Take a heal here. I've got no more grass available, so I might as well use it. And then Over to the right is the flamberge. I'm doing most of this from memory. I can't believe it. Right. Let me get my notes up. So rune sword, head, first crossbow goyle. Yeah, that's right. Platform ring. The flamberge, then continue to fog. Don't like this walk very much either. But it's okay. It's fine. Set it to the thing. Don't need it right now. Now this one here is supposed to be, in my opinion, some kind of pincer gargoyle. When you, if you aggro this one, it flies behind you. So just take it out from there to stop that from happening. I didn't let it live long enough to see whether or not they'd both drop and rush you from both sides. So I'm going to assume that's what it's supposed to do. Again, we want to be close enough. We're not aggroing it. And then I think we're still a bit too far. There we go. Down you go. Oh, I've only just noticed that that's actually the weapon dropping. That's kind of cool. Okay, so as you can imagine, we're going to break this. I don't think this item's worth it. I think it's just a soul item. If you're feeling nervous about the gargoyle that's above us, feel free to hidden body, but I don't think you need it. It's not even a soul item, it's spice. Although we'll take spice. I may use one in a minute. We've got lots. And then we're going to come to a lift. I don't think we get a gargoyle on this edge, do we? Don't think it's until we go up the lift we get a gargoyle. There's one there. So as you can see, a bit janky really in terms of fighting them. And they drop these warrior souls, which aren't worth very much. I think like 200 souls each. But nice to have a selection, I suppose, if you ever need to buy something. So when this elevator comes down in a second, we're just going to run across the other side on ephemeral eyes. Just there. Don't go dropping off. That's not what we want. Sorry, I just had to tap the mic there. I needed to clear my throat a little. There's the gargoyle that was near the lift. There you are. Nobody wants you. Go away. Thank you. Bit tight in here, as you can see. Camera angle could be the death of you. Just be careful. Mana regen was a good idea here. We also have the regenerator ring, so if I take too much damage and I feel like we're in a place where we're going to have a bit of time, I might even use that a little bit. So just kill all these guys. These ones don't actually respawn, so once you've done this once, it's all done. Should give us a cutscene. Skip that. It's just one of two chains breaking. We're going to continue on and get the second one shortly. There isn't anything up these stairs yet. Once we've defeated the boss, provided you don't change any of your world tendency outside of what we're already doing, white world tendency will occur and a bridge will go up there, which I'll do a specific video on, which allows us to free the blue phantom guy that was in the Prison of Hope. So we're going to head on down this way. We've got a guy down there. I don't think I'm going to be able to cheese him immediately. I actually had a really, really funny thing happen whilst I was live streaming fighting him, in that I shot him with an arrow from up here after I'd freed him, and then he fell off the bridge. I'm going to talk about him a little bit more now once we drop off. So this guy is... what's his name again? I want to say it's like Yurt or something. And basically, if you attack him right now, then he is going to... well, you won't be able to open the gate to let him out. But we need to open the gate to let him out so that an NPC will arrive later. And once we've let him out, we need to attack him so that he doesn't start attacking NPCs.
Are you here to if I am on come
Whoops.
back, you will one day. I am on your side.
Yes. He is literally the black-clothed version of Latria, if you've ever played Dark Souls. Now, I haven't tried a Poison Cloud on him, and I don't know whether or not he'll aggro, so we're going to give it a go. There we are. So once he gets to less health, I'm just going to go ahead and finish him off. We're going to wait for him to go down. It's actually kind of funny. He's otherwise quite difficult, and I think you have to land the final blow. So once he's like 1 or 2 hits away from death, we're just going to soul ray him. I suppose I might as well thingy. Are you coming for me? No. So that doesn't count as a hit, apparently. That's kind of nice. He just kind of patrols around. Oh, he is hitting me. Oh, I didn't think he was. He's not very fast, though. He's not rushing me very much. It's interesting. I didn't think he was aggroed. It's kind of funny that he's just walking around still. I didn't like that I was healing. Go on then, down you go. I don't quite understand what's happening there. He wasn't as aggressive as I thought he was going to be. But he's dealt with. So make sure you kill him. Apparently he does aggro after a bit when you poison him. I don't quite know exactly what happened, but easy enough. So with that done then, guys, we are going to head down this lift, where we're going to clear the below area. There is a similar lift, so let me just show this, up there. So if you don't want to come down and kill this guy, you can go down that way, and it'll drop you in a slightly different place. But we're going to deal with everything that's below us anyway. So be careful down here. I'm going to go ahead and cloak so that we don't get too much unwanted attention. But you're going to have a lot of these things that are called man centipedes. I don't know why they're called man centipedes. They're a little bit like centipede cherub things. Now, they don't necessarily do amazingly immense amounts of damage, but they cause durability damage to your gear. So if you take too many hits for them or allow them to get too close to you for too long, then your stuff will start breaking. And that's just going to be like majorly inconvenient for you. So I would heavily avoid against getting too close to them if you can help it. These aren't so bad. We can finish these off quite quickly. But the bigger ones you really want to deal with quickly. And honestly, these just aren't worth the souls for the hassle when I think about it. So we're not going to be farming them for anything. Keep out of the way. We've got a baby one over there. These are mostly baby ones here now. Let our mana recharge a bit. I didn't even have the Chris out. Well, it was only going to take 2 hits anyway, so I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Careful over this way, as we're going to have another big ball of globby magic. I don't know how else to describe it. That item up there, I cannot find anything on how we get it. It's been bugging me for ages, so if anybody happens to know, please let me know. Yes, so now we can go to the right, because we do want to do this end first before we head the other way, which is going to be the way out properly. Fragrant ring for those that don't already have one. And then on the other side is the globby magic enemy. You guys know what I mean. So we're going to just move over this way. In fact, I think I'm going to pop a bit of spice here. So just be careful about its casting of spells. We also need to be careful about it casting back. Here we go. Do you mind? Be a bit more predictable in your patterns, will you? Need to get some more spice in me. Crazy how it de-aggroed. Why has it de-aggroed? That's really weird. Strange, but I'll take it. Then we're going to get some mercury shards, and there's a mercury chunk around here as well, which we're going to pick up. Just over this way. Oh, we're out of space. Why am I out of space? Oh, I've got loads of this. Let's just... I always find this stuff slows you down, so when you're trying to pick stuff up and you have to press the button, so let's just avoid that. Apparently been picking a lot of stuff up over the past few episodes. Wow. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess that's why we've picked up a lot of items over the past couple of episodes. Choice days. Or a set is probably heavy. There we go, that should be better. I'll continue on. So, obviously, if you look at that lift there and that lift there, that takes us to the other set of lifts that we were talking about earlier. So if you did take the first route down, that is the one that you would have come down. If you didn't want to fight against, I think his name's Yurt. Let me just check my notes then. Lift, crossroad from my immediate poison spray. Cheese, Yurt's cage. Yeah, can take it on to get hit. Platform on left. Looping goop into a pair of scorpion roaches. That's what I called them on the stream. Soul item, another lift. First loot, fragrant ring. Yes, in goop on right. Keep barrier on right until Gore monster. Six strafe, yeah. Cool. So yeah, we go back up this way. It's because I centered myself around a crossroad when I was doing the stream, so probably some what I was just saying was sounding a bit confusing, but it's fine. Don't worry, we'll get everything. Fairly sure that's everything that we can pick up in the goop. I get that it's probably meant to be claret. Right, let's go grab this. Was that dropped off from something? It must have done. Mercury chunk. Must have. I wonder if oh, so you can maybe farm them for mercury chunks if you must. Not much over this way, but we can, if I remember rightly. Where are they? I was fairly confident we could cheese some enemies from here. Apparently not. Puts you down. Ah, this is what I wanted to get. Careful, there's two, but luckily because we can penetrate them, not a problem. This should be the plague resistance ring. I don't know why. I thought it was down there. I wanted to choose these two from down there. Because I'm crazy. Okay, so that's this end done, which means we're almost home free. This has gone way smoother than I thought it was going to go. It's kind of crazy just how much difference it makes when you've been all over a place for an hour or so. Just exploring everything. It should be ephemeral eyes. I'm not even looking at my notes. Soul item. Nope, that's the soul item. There we go. Continuing on. Not really much point in, again, using a thingy if we can help it. Although it has already aggroed, so it's dangerous really. If it breaks a piece of your gear down here, then you've got to go all the way back, really. Unless you use an edge sharpening stone. But I don't know if it can do if it can repair when you're fully broken. 3 here, so be careful. It's good if you can line them up, though. All look good. Perfect. So we have our first Red Phantom Mind Flayer soon. This can be quite brutal, particularly as a caster, because it's going to do a lot of magic damage if it hits you with its arrow. And it's probably the place where I'm most likely to die in this area. One of two of them as well, so just be careful. I'm gonna spice up. Get that out. Get that out. Get that on. Where are you? Where is it? Usually I've had it by now. I guess maybe it patrols. There we go. Quick. Oh my god, it nearly one-shot me. Lost me though. Cloak saved me there. There we go. The good thing about these is they always drop a spice. It's not just a chance, but always. Go ahead and use one of them at least. So cloak kind of messes with those quite nicely, so just use that to your advantage if you need to. And then we have you. Get out of the way. Ow. Yeah, stunned. So if you hit it hard enough, this tail will come off and that stuns it. It's kind of nice. We have another one. I could be braver and like finish these off with melee, but I just don't want to lose anything. That crystal lizard over there on the left is a real pain in the ass to get, so I will try to get it in this run. But basically, it just requires that we aggro that one there while we're cloaked. There's one just to our right as well, just behind this. Come on. So yeah, you want to free aim at that to pull this one over. I didn't know it couldn't come through there. That's interesting. And then we have this one here on the right. Look, it's supposed to be a trap, which allows us to get this. We want to come around this way so that it goes into the corner rather than trying to get off the ledge. And then we get Moonlight Stone Chunk. Now, of course, feel free to come around here as many times as you want for these crystal lizards if you're feeling like a completionist and you want them. It's all good. Age spice there. I'll just use one of these spices again. We started with 60, so we've done alright actually. Nothing around there, if I remember rightly. There's no drop-off item here either. Just double checking myself. Let me grab my notes up just because I'm thingy. Captures, I've got that. Walkways. Onto walkways, crossbow on right. Oh, it's there. That's right. Yeah, it tries to ambush you. I remember. Yeah, flapping. But I'm gonna ambush you. These are really good at spotting you. And have you. Spice up again. And then we're going to end up with another free aiming shot at this. Let's go back a bit. That should be about right. Oh, no. There we go. That should be about right. And that there. Sorted. I don't need another one of them, but I'll grab it anyway. Oh, I thought there was the think for a second. Item on left. I think that's it for this side. Yeah. Oh no, it's because it's all the way around. Nothing underneath, no need to pass over. As soon as we get up, there's going to be a gargoyle though, so we need to be ready for that. In this area, if you have a big shield, it's quite a big advantage for you, in my opinion. We, of course, don't right now, which is a shame. What did you just do? Okay, well that's unusual. It doesn't normally do that. Normally it tries to join its mate that's coming over now. Get it. Okay, so usually that comes straight across this way and you want to deal with it as quickly as you can. What worked for me on my stream was just to run into this part of the stairs and then they both get stuck here and you can just fire at them with the soul ray. But I got a bit distracted by it falling down there and I'm going to take advantage of it, so let's do that. And then we have round 2 of kill the dudes. Second chain. And now the area that downstairs that I said we didn't need to go to is now a good idea to go and visit. the good thing is, as you can see, this is going to be... Oh, I didn't kill that gargoyle though. Or did it aggro on me already? I'm going to cloak here anyway, just in case. Yeah. And then I always like to roll it because I'm nervous. And so we've done a full circle now. That is where we started, which is kind of nice. And obviously, if you have a lot of souls, you want to get them used up right now, feel free to. We are going to loot the rest of everything first, though. And then I probably will use my souls up before we go in for the man-eater fight. So just be aware then, the advantage to looting everything right now is that there are less enemies between us and loot. As you can imagine, you'd have this, and then the gargoyle at the back, and then the gargoyle on the side plinth over there. So there's going to be an increased amount of creatures around here to fight if you die. So try not to have that happen if I was you. So now we are in fact going to turn right. And we're going to have an absolute ton of awesome loot, including a ring of avarice coming up. And a gold mask, so we could actually go ahead and improve our Chris before this boss fight, which I may well actually do. I haven't actually thought about that until just now. Because we can trade the gold mask with Sparkly for an extra colourless demon soul. So I guess that's how we're going to end this episode. Which is already kind of long, so I apologise. The extra damage on these casts is a good idea, in my opinion. You down. Keep the damage flowing. Damage for the damage god. I shouldn't do that, really. Right. I'm going to have to pop a spice, aren't I? It's mate behind its high grid, so I've got to be quick about you. It's a crossbower, by the look of it. Oh no! I don't want to work so close to one of those. Stun. Spice. Kill. Oh, so many. Stupid burping noises coming from these horrible enemies. Hero soul. What shall I put 1 point in? What are we on? Probably in vitality, actually. We want to get vitality to 30 soonish. And I'm going to power magic to 50. Probably. Or maybe not, I don't know. This is cookie cutter caster build right now, though. Just enough vitality to survive and tons of magic damage. So, here is our loot cave. Good idea to get this. And I like to go into the right first, so that's the way I'm going. We're going to kill everything first, then we'll loop around for the loot. Recover some MP as I continue going round. There is another. Let's try it with crisply. Nearly a one-shot. It's not bad, actually. Upgrading the Crystal Blade by 1 is probably going to have us close to one-shot in this, which is nice. Stick your head in there. I don't know where that came from. Right, I'm going ahead and loot everything. We've got stored warrior soul, femoral eyes. That's not the best of the loot yet. Stored hero soul. Where are you? I know you're here. Ring of avarice. Golden mask and epi rapier. Epi rapier is, I think, actually kind of a nice weapon. I think it also scales with intelligence. It does. C-scale intelligence. I haven't tested it yet against Falchion or indeed the S-Stock or even like a few other things, but it's a fire weapon and it upgrades with colourless Demons Souls, so maybe that ends up with really good scaling, I don't know. But between this one and my other caster build that I've done, I probably will end up testing a good mixture of weapons to be used. So if you guys want to come along to some of the streams later on, or just, you know, message down below, I'll see if I can give you some answers. And that is the vast majority of the zone done. When I say vast majority, all that's left is a very tiny amount up the stairs, where I said the boss fight was earlier in the episode. That has one last red phantom on it. But I'm very tempted to go and upgrade our crisp blade before we go into the next fight. So it's just up there, and there's another red phantom up there, like you can see it. If I've taken that, it's going to be the same. We're gonna cloak and then just try and bombard it with spells. We'll grab this item first. So yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade. I feel like we've easily got 5 minutes, and the next episode will basically just be the boss. There's no need for a route. There's no like special shortcut or anything. Let's just go back to where we started. Should get a level as well, which is nice. Maybe 2 have picked up enough soul items. I should have paid attention to what kind of damage I was doing. See what difference it makes. But obviously, damage increases against bosses usually make them a lot easier. A lift? Have I come out the wrong way? I think I have. We have come out the wrong way. I don't think there's a quick way back from here. Okay then guys, I am going to end the episode here because I've messed you around and I'm so sorry. So in between now and the next episode then, I'm going to nip to the Smith in Stonefang Tunnel. We're going to get a +1 to the Chris. I'm probably going to spend some souls on some intelligence rather than vitality because I want to be able to do more damage. And I will catch you guys at the bottom of the tower where we'll take on the Red Phantom. And we'll continue from there. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the episode and I'll see you all again soon.